Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So looks like the 5-year anniversary countdown has officially started, and since I'm up late as hell at night for whatever reason, I figured I would go ahead and cover it. That way I don't have to worry about it, plus you guys get the news pretty early. So let's go ahead and get started with all the information that's available at this point in time. Before we get started, definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the gift box. So immediately when you go there, you are going to see 1 Dragonstone and 5 of these special summon tickets. Basically, I'll cover this later on, but the banner itself will open up on January 29th, so it's pretty much, leading up to the countdown toward the end is when the banners itself will come out. And I think it was similar with the 4-year anniversary tickets last year. So go ahead and grab those. I guess I'll go ahead and grab mine right now, and then let's move on. So this is the Twitter campaign. Obviously, you can do it once a day, and you'll get 1 Dragonstone out of that. That, of course, will also be in the news, and we'll cover that here shortly. So let's go ahead and get started with all the stuff here. So the countdown itself is going to be 7 days, so it'll be an opportunity to get some Dragonstones and also the special 5-year summon tickets. So let's keep scrolling. So again, the banner itself for the ticket summons will be available starting on January 29th on a Wednesday. So of course that will depend on your time zone differences because this is based on JP time. The other good thing is the ACT or stamina cost has dropped from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, so it pretty much, builds back up. Basically, is probably the best way to explain it. All right, so we'll look at the login bonus here in a second, and then, of course, this is the comeback campaign, and there's a different section for that as well. A lot of the Dokkan events are pretty much coming out and pretty much available, looks like, and there will be a certain Dokkan event that is not going to be applicable in this situation, but pretty much looks like it'll be available, I assume, every day from January 22nd all the way into March 3rd. So I think it was similar in that sense last year as well, or any big campaign celebration period. It kind of tends to do that anyhow. Moving on, this is going to be the availability of Super Battle Road every day. So starting from January 22nd all the way up to March 3rd, Super Battle Road will be available every day. So for those that are attempting to clear the stages, of course it'll be available every day. Plus with the rollout of the skill orbs or equipment slots, that pretty much gives you another, I guess, quote unquote edge in terms of potentially trying to clear it if you haven't already done so. Or, if you're a seasoned pro, you could, I guess, go at it for a new best time or whatever the case is. So, again, this is the Twitter campaign thing that goes on during these big celebrations where for once a day you can get a Dragonstone by, retweeting the message or whatever. I don't really pay attention to what the message is. I'm over here just, like, give me the damn Dragonstone, you know what I mean? So it's a good way to get 1 per day. So, during the whole 7-day period, that equates to 7 total Dragonstones, and I believe this might be carrying on into the 5-year anniversary itself. I can't remember 100% how it was last year, but definitely correct me if I'm wrong. So this is definitely very good, where ACT or stamina is reduced from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. So obviously less time in stamina refills, the better, you know what I mean? So that certainly works out in our favor in this sense. This is also going to be, it looks like a lot of these are from, January 22nd to March 3rd. Pretty much this is like the time period of the 5-year anniversary, which includes part 1 and 2, I assume. That's typically how things roll out. So looks like the Baba Shop is also going to have like the 30% discounts as well. And then this is one of my favorites. I love it whenever they do this. The 4 times the XP on top of the stamina refill reduction to 3 minutes. EXP times 4 is definitely a very, very, very good thing. And this is actually one of the things I look forward to because it's a good way to grind rank, to be honest with you. So I think that's pretty much the summary of the information there. So let's go ahead and move on into the next section. So this is going to be the login bonus section. So as you can see, for every day you do get 1 Dragonstone and also 5 of the tickets. So again, the ticket banner itself will not be available until January 29th, but it's a good way to accumulate quite a few up until that point. So, I don't necessarily know if you're going to be. Well, you would have to, right, in a sense, or I'm trying to think, because based on that V-Jump scan, it was 55 total summons. You get that guaranteed LR or whatever the case is, SSR that awakens into an LR or something like that. So it's a little bit late right now for me to do math, so I'm not gonna try and attempt that. But we'll we'll leave it at that. How about that? We'll just leave it at that. Okay, so it looks like 10 total Dragonstones and 35 total tickets. So I don't know if they're going to have like multis or if it's strictly based on singles. Those are all pretty much unknown at this point. All we know is pretty much that you do get the ticket banner itself will become available on January 29th. So I assume that we'll have both a single and a multi option, probably 7 units per multi, that kind of format. All right, I mean, again, this is not necessarily something I need to really cover, but this is one of those special campaigns where you basically, send out a tweet from the game itself and you get a Dragonstone out of it. So again, it's a good way, yes, it's only one Dragonstone, but at the same time, it does add up. So it could make it or break it in terms of, when the actual banners drop. You might be one single off, or you're 5 stones short of a multi that could potentially bring you the new LR units. So you never know how beneficial, these things can actually be. So I would personally, I'm going to do it every day. It's once a day, every day. So why not? I don't think this one necessarily applies. This is basically almost 5-year anniversary comeback campaign. And I feel like this is, for us regular players, I think this is one of those where it's out of our hands. Essentially, I think what this is for people that haven't logged into the game in a long time, and the more people that do so, you can go through step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, all the way to step 5. And I mean, it looks like based on, it's increments of 10,000, so 10,000 people, you'll get a Dragonstone and Platinum Shells and the Z-Sword training items. 20,000, you get 2 Dragonstones, the Beerus training location and the Gravity Chamber training locations as well. And then for like 30k, looks like 3 Dragonstones and a bunch of potential orbs. And then 40k, you get 4 Dragonstones and Hercule statues. 50k is pretty much the same, 5 Dragonstones and 2 Elder Kais. So I don't know if they tallied this up, but so 15 total Dragonstones you can get out of this if enough people come back to it. And honestly, I mean, typically, for those that haven't played in a while, I feel like they definitely would come back for these big anniversary periods. You know what I mean? Like just to see what the hype's about. So I would assume it's. I feel like last year we had something similar, and we pretty much easily surpassed all the steps. Again, my memory is pretty bad, so correct me if I'm wrong, I guess. So, again, that's pretty much the summarization. So, I mean, a couple of highlights. This obviously is the precursor to the big event, which is the start of the Dokkan 5-year anniversary. So, we still have, a week awaiting, but honestly, I'm glad because it really felt like it was a dead period, like really dry for. I think like the past weekend was pretty dry, you know what I mean? So I'm glad we have some sort of, stuff to look forward to. At the very least, we can start accumulating the special tickets, for the banner that comes out on the 29th. It's a good way to get some Dragonstones out of the way as well. Again, personally, I'm loving the fact that ACT cost is reduced from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, and also the 4 times EXP is pretty nice. The Baba Shop discount of 30% could definitely be pretty beneficial as well, because they did improve like the items available. Like a lot of the nuking items got updated to where they're available more often. Like one of the issues I ran into was running out of the Monica costume item, where it's specific for intelligence type units, and that was a little bit of a headache because I started really running low because that story event really never came back. I think it came back once, but it's still not available in the portal memory, so it's been kind of a hassle with that. But back to the original point, Super Battle Road is available every day, and the Dokkan events also should be available every day up until January 22nd, up until March 3rd. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff to look forward to, and I am personally really excited what the now, you know, the big announcement obviously is what are the banner units going to be for the Dokkan Fest. And I think a while back, maybe like a month ago, they did announce that they are going to do a special live stream during the 5-year anniversary. Chances are it's going to be similar to what it was last year, and do the live stream for announcing, you know, the part 2 stuff. So again, last year was broken out of 2 parts. Part 1 we had LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, and then part 2 we had the LR GT Trio and LR Super Baby. So that's probably a similar format. That's my guess. At the end of the day, it's a guess, so don't take it for you know, a guaranteed, you know, happening or whatever. It's kind of late. I can't even talk straight at this point. But again, that's pretty much a summary. Hopefully you found it helpful. A lot of stuff to look forward to. Again, we're still in the countdown phase, and we got a long ways to go. So at least we can, you know, go through one more week until it starts. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.